Connor, just over here to your left. You guys have a tough opponent come into your building. You guys get your third straight victory. Do you feel like your team's getting into a rhythm now?
Yeah, a little bit. I think we're starting to see some things in our game that we saw at the beginning of the year. I think guys are getting the confidence back, and we're getting good goaltending. And Meeks has been a rock back there, and when he plays like that, it makes our job easier, and we got to make his job easier too by being better in front of him.
Darnell, in the last 3 wins, of course, you guys have erased deficits. Today, 2 separate 1-goal deficits. Can you talk about your team's battle level?
Yeah, it's battle. I mean, when you believe in the battle and the work that you put in, I think we worked for our confidence to be able to come back in these games. It wasn't, it wasn't like we just simply believed we were going to win. We worked our way to the confidence to come back in this game tonight, especially. So it's a big win, something to build off of.
Hey, Connor, how much, a lot of these games in the last few weeks could have gone either way. Now they are going your way. How much of being able to turn things around like this is just confidence and a team's mental ability to kind of get its mojo going?
I mean, confidence is so big in this game. Either if you have it or you don't, it's a big thing. And our confidence is just getting better and better. And I think that's just momentum, right? So, good we found a way to get a win tonight and keep it going into a big road trip before the All-Star break.
I was going to ask Darnell, did you get a look at Connor's shootout move, like either on the big screen or on film after, and what did you make of that?
Oh, it was an okay move. Went in, so I've seen nicer in practice.
Connor, in each of the last wins, T, were you done?
Oh, go ahead. That's fine.
Sorry. In each of the last wins, Mikko's kind of had this moment where there's a huge save or two at a clutch point in the game. I mean, just to see him doing that right now, what does that mean for the guys and for the bench?
Yeah, it's huge for us. He's a guy that we care about a lot in that room, and he's been under fire, like a lot of our team. But a lot of it seems to be pointed at him, and we're a team in there, and we got to work together and work our way out of it. And he's been a huge part of that. You need timely saves, and he's been giving us that.
Shifting away from the game, your general manager obviously made some news today. You guys are bringing Evander Kane in. Connor, what are your thoughts on adding this guy, what he can bring on the ice? And obviously he comes with some history off the ice. And how as a group, you just, you ensure that whatever issues might have been in the past are not issues here in any way?
Yeah, I think it's important that we acknowledge that, there have been some issues. And, but he's coming in, and we trust Kenny. We trust the leadership in the group. We have lots of older guys that don't wear letters that, are a huge piece of that room. So, we think we can come in and he can help us on the ice. And, yeah.
Spec, if I can, just one more. Darnell, just your sense of your leadership group in the room and your ability to handle, whatever situations you're faced with and to keep each other in line and for standards to be what you need them to be no matter who comes in.
Yeah, I'd say over the course of the years as our leadership group has gotten older and more established in the league, there's a culture that we're starting to create around our room. And, the thing about when you have a good team and a good culture is you can bring players from the outside and drive them into that culture and let them embrace it. And for us, we're bringing a really, really good hockey player that is going to make our team better. And, we're going to bring around a culture that, I think obviously Kenny wouldn't have signed him if he didn't think that he fit into it. So we're excited to have him and build off the few games that we've had here and some success.
Darnell, you've defended against Kane over your years in the league. Tell us, tell us what it's like. What kind of player is he? What makes him a guy that's going to make some change around here?
Yeah, he's big, strong. Obviously, he has the physical presence. He's willing to fight anyone. And at the same time, he gets the puck in the right spots. It's in the back of the net. So with the passers and playmakers that we have on our team to add that into the fold, it makes our team better.
Connor, there's a shooter here coming in, a left winger. You guys obviously have 2 elite centermen. I guess speak to us, if you could, as a centerman that's watching Evander Kane come onto your team. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it certainly helps our depth of wingers. I mean, you start to look at the roster, and we're starting to get healthy again, and we seem to be through the COVID stuff, and we're deep on the wings, and it gives Tip and the coaching staff an opportunity to put together some pretty good lines, and obviously Kane's a guy that can score, and I think whoever he plays with, it's a good opportunity for both guys.
Does this look like a move where, if you're a general manager, I had to give up nothing, no first-round draft choice, no top prospects, and it's like free money almost? You get a player of this caliber to come in.
Yeah, whoever.
Darnell, can you answer?
Yeah, I mean that's as a GM, that's your job to go out there and find pieces that complement the team. So obviously, like I said, Kane did his due diligence and believes that he can come in and help the team, and we're gonna embrace him.
And for you, Connor, I presume the general manager asked yourself and Leon and Darnell what you thought before he made this move.
Kenny does a great job of keeping an open line of communication, and he's very good to his players, and he's been very good to us as well. And yeah, I mean, we had a conversation about it, and we fully trust Kenny and his decision making and putting together a roster.
Darnell, you talked about the culture that you're trying to create here. I'm just wondering, when you bring a player like Evander in mid-season, is there any different way that you have to kind of insulate him or get him going to fit into that culture, because you're kind of in the midst of a season here?
No, I think that's what we're trying to build here, is that anyone that can come in off the bat sees the amount of work that we have to put in each day to get better, how we care about each other, and how we carry ourselves. So that's the culture that we've been trying to create, and that's the good teams in this league, the successful teams in this league can add players, and they buy in, because that's really the only choice when you come into a team. So I think that's what we're starting to build around here, and this is no different. Evander's going to be a great hockey player for us, and our culture is just going to need to continue to get stronger and stronger, so players can come in and embrace it.
Connor, in an interview today on TSN, Evander mentioned how you and him did speak after your initial comments. He was impressed with what you said, because you never really knew him before. So can you shed some light maybe on just what your initial conversations with him were as the captain of the team?
Yeah, I mean, we had a conversation just like, kind of anyone when, we're looking to add a piece, and I had a really good conversation with him, and explained to him that, we're a team that, is looking to go on a run, and obviously, he can come in and add to that any way possible, then that's what we're looking for. And he was great at acknowledging that there's maybe going to be some backlash and stuff like that. So I think it's a good opportunity for both sides. For him to come in and reestablish himself in the NHL, and for us to add a player of his caliber. I think it's a good opportunity for both sides.
And then one last one, just circling back to the game. I know at different times in the year, guys try to add some spice in the room, put money on the board for a birthday or opposing team or whatever. Are you guys at the point where you got to put money on the board just to get the first goal?
I saw someone write something like that, but yeah, I mean, we have, we have, but doesn't seem to be working. But keep plugging away, and we'll score the first goal eventually.